SRO Magazine, your number one source for music and entertainment news and interviews. SRO.
This is Alicia Williams with SROMagInc.com, speaking with...
This is Craig Ahead from Sick of It All.
And how are you?
I'm doing well. What's going on with you?
Hanging in there. Enjoying the beautiful weather.
Yeah,
it
is a
easier
nice
day than you.
Yeah. I'm doing some home improvements. It's a little bit rough, but other than that, everything's good. The sun's shining. I'll tell you what. It's one of the last days of the last nice days before the weather gets really cold. So I'm trying to do what I can with it, you know.
Yeah. Does it get bad there?
Say again?
I said, does it get bad there?
It gets pretty cold in the winter, but this is actually my favorite time of year when it's like sort of just in between. You still get the hot days for a t-shirt, you get the little light jacket days. It's like the perfect time of year.
That's my favorite too.
Absolutely.
So tell us what you've got going on now.
Well, we finished a new record coming out on the 30th. It's called Last Act of the Defiance. Tomorrow we're actually playing a festival, Tsunami Fest in Pennsylvania, so that'll be fun. And after that, we have a New York show coming up next week, and then November we do a U.S. tour, and then we head to Europe in January. So once the album comes out, we're gonna start getting really busy, you know.
It sounds like it. Get a little break.
Time.
So you guys have been together since 1986.
Correct.
What's it like
correct.
to be one of the bands that are still doing it?
It's a blessing because I'm really happy to have been able to spend the majority of my life making music. But none of us thought it would work out that way. We just thought that we wanted to play CBGBs when we were kids and just have fun, you know. And next thing you know, it just snowballed into something that kept being viable to make music and to perform, and we love it. So we're just like really glad that it worked out this way, and we're very fortunate. And the key with that is never be arrogant about the fact that you're lucky. Just continue to do the things that kind of force the luck to occur. So we try to stay active and busy, and we kind of handle our own affairs. So it's nobody's really helping us much outside of the four of us and a couple of friends of ours. So we just stick to good work ethic, and things tend to perpetuate themselves, which is a great thing.
That is a great thing. I'm happy for you guys. How do you view how things have changed so much in like music?
Well, it used to be very do-it-yourself. It was a real homegrown vibe. It was all your friends. The people that were there because they spent time, effort, and their own money to be involved in this. Meaning that they bought the records, they tracked the record down, they went to the shows, they drove, they started a band. They were active within the scene. And now it's you have a lot more casual fans, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to be everybody's complete and total life. But now you get more exposure, but everything gets more exposure. And in a way, it's good because you can get fans that become lifelong fans. And it's just the changeover is a little quicker now. The people come in and out a little quicker than they used to back in say the 80s or even the 90s.
Right. And like, how do you feel about the internet album sales and things like that?
Yeah, that's a strange thing. Once the whole digital download thing happened, it kind of killed record sales quite a bit. But we've been fortunate because we were always a band that was primarily a live band. Our real proving ground and our main thing was touring and performing. So it hasn't had a terrible effect on us, although it has affected us somewhat. So, really about us, it's about going on the road and playing and playing and playing. And the records, all they do is give you an outlet to get new music out so that you can go back on the road. So if we were, a top 40 hit single type band, it would have probably affected us worse. But or actually, if we were even just a middle of the road band that relied on record companies to continue our career, it would have affected us a lot. But although we dabbled in bigger record companies for a short period, we never sold ourselves to them in a heavy way. We always kind of just did things the old school way. So we're still going strong.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
There you go. That's it.
Do you all prefer to play like smaller venues or the large ones?
Oh,
I know most people do like the smaller crowd.
We were raised playing places like CBGB's, VFWs and homegrown kind of shows. So to us, the home element is a small club. We play festivals a lot in Europe, and there's something really nice about that. It's different, but you get to play outside in the fresh air, and people that would never normally see you get to see you perform. So it's got its place for sure, and it's fun, and it's great when you're tired in the middle of a tour and you're playing out in the sunshine in the middle of the day. So and you get to see all your friends band play with you. But as much as I love playing festivals and they're great, I gotta say, our home turf is a small, grimy club. Like I said, we were raised at playing CBGBs in the early '80s, so that's kind of like our home,
Right. How are how big are the? I know the festivals overseas are a lot. They have a lot more people. Are they usually a lot different than the ones you play here?
Yeah, it's it is over in Europe. They mix different types of music. The festivals incorporate all kinds of music. You have punk bands, you have heavy metal bands, you have top 40 acts, you have like big bands like Aerosmith and stuff like that playing.
Wow.
So these festivals, they encompass everything. They have different stages. They'll have like the punk rock stage, they'll have the heavy metal stage, they'll have the the pop stage. So it's a good opportunity, and it's a lot more open ended than it is. It's a lot less segregated. So it's a nice thing, and it helps you get a lot more opportunity to play to different people. So it's a good thing.
Wow, I never knew that. That's pretty cool. Do you think the punk scene is making a resurgence of sorts?
Well, it always makes resurgences. It kind of expands and contracts. There's always something popping off. For a little while it'll get a little smaller, and then it'll get a little bigger. And it's just cyclical. It just kind of does its thing, For us, it's always been pretty much the same. In America, there's a little dip and rise. In Europe, it's always about the same, although it, like I said, it expands and contracts. So it's the nature of everything, If it's something new, everyone's excited about it, and then, it dies out, and then it comes back. And, for us, like I said, we play kind of honest music and keep it pretty simple. And there's always a place for that as long as you're willing to put the effort in to bring it forth. So it, it doesn't affect us that much how up and down it goes because we always seem to have a place, luckily.
Your album that's coming out, do you have a release date for that?
Yeah, it's going to be the new album called Last Act of Defiance. It's Sick of It All 10th full-length album, or maybe it's even the 11th. I get confused. But it's coming out September 30th on Century Media Records, and I'm excited for it to come out and get back on the road.
It's just a few days.
Yeah, not far away at all. That New York show we're doing next week is sort of like the album release show.
Oh, awesome. And
yep,
was the album fun to record? I know it's been a few years since you guys have put an album.
Last album we did was about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. But in the interim of that, we released a re-recording of some of our earlier material, just played now. So it's people seem to like that because there were albums that were recorded back in the mid '80s. We didn't play quite as well back then, and the sound quality wasn't as good. So we just did it now to make it true to the way we play now, and people seem to dig on that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are going straight on tour here first, and then you're going to Europe?
Well, first thing we got is, like I said, we got that gig tomorrow in Pennsylvania. Then we got a New York record release show next week. We're going to shoot a video after that, the day after the New York show. And then in November, we have a U.S. tour. And then in January, we're doing a European tour. And then after that, it's going to be, just let it rip, hit the whole world twice.
Awesome. Do you have your first single picked out?
Yeah, the first single was a song called "Road Less Traveled." That's the song we're doing the video for, and we just the second single is called "DNC," and that was a pre-released. The actual release date I'm not even sure of, but we have a little video out for that. Just a little lyric video we threw out just to wet people's beak a little bit, and those were the singles.
Okay, the one that you were just talking about, can you find those on YouTube? Like just a little teasers.
Yeah. It's a little different in this day and age. You leak some stuff out because the internet. You know what I mean? You get it out there. It's a different kind of approach to letting stuff out than the old days of releasing a single just where the vinyl would come out. You know what I mean? So it's the timelines are a little bit different with the digital age, but it's working out.
Well, I'm excited for you guys.
Nice.
Is there anything else you want to tell us?
If anyone is listening to this, I want to thank you, and thank you for doing the interview and having the interest. So, that's what it's all about. It's about people taking the time to check stuff out, and maybe you can do something new that works for you. Always keep an open mind and check stuff out, and that's kind of the way your life takes good turns, by reaching out. That's my opinion anyway. And thanks for checking this out.
Oh, thanks for giving me the privilege to.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, you have a good day.
All right. Thank you very much, Alicia.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
For more information on all the greatest bands in rock today, and for all your music and entertainment news, you know where to go. Go to SRO. That's SROMagInc.com. SRO Magazine is sponsored by Kick-Ass Cables, PhDRadio.com, Robert's Guitar, TDLMusicGroup.com. The SRO audio and video was done by Carson Drive Studios and SROMagInc.com.